Hello everybody, welcome to Legal Lens Bharat. We are here today with our another video on the constitutional government in ancient India. Is this constitutional government concept a very new or it has its roots from the ancient India? Let's talk about that. The ideas of democracy, representative institutions, restraints on the arbitrary authority and the rule of law were not unknown to ancient India. The principle of supremacy of dharma closely resembles the modern concept of rule of law, constitutionalism, and limited government. In ancient Indian polity, rulers were governed by dharma, and no individual stood above it. Substantial historical evidences demonstrates that the republican form of governance, representative and deliberate assemblies, the systems of local self-government existed in various regions of ancient India. Democratic ideals and practices thus permeated multiple aspects of social and political life from Vedic period onwards. The Rig Veda and the Atharva Veda mentions the Sabha, that is the General Assembly, and the Samiti, that is the House of People, the Aitarya Brahmin, Panini's Ashtadhyayi, Kautilya's Arthashastra, the Mahabharat, inscriptions on the pillar of Ashoka, the Buddhist and the Jain's text of the period, and Manusmriti, they all bear witness to the existence of several functioning of republics during the post-Vedic period of Indian history. Jatakas make many references to how these republic functions. The representative were elected in open assembly. They selected their Gopa, who became king and ruled with the help of council of ministers. In the 4th century BC, the Republican Federation, known as Shudrak Mala Sangh, offered strong resistance to Alexander. Near Patliputra, there was Vaishali, the capital of Lichavis. The state was a republic governed by an assembly with an elected president called Nayak. Unfortunately, we know little of the details of the constitution of these republics. But the Greek scholar Megasthenes has left records of popular assemblies that were preserved in the south and which restrained the power of the kings. Kautilya's Arthashastra also records that authority or the divine right of kings had no place in ancient Indian polity. The power of the Indian king was hedged in by safeguards against abuse and limited by liberties and powers of other republic authorities and interests. Manu and Mahabharat says that an unjust and oppressive ruler should be killed by his own subjects like a street dog gone mad. Niti Sar, Science of Polity by Shukracharya, written in the 10th century, is a book on constitution. It deals with the organization of the central government as well as village and town life of the King's Council and of various departments of government. The written content of this video has been attached at the end of this video. Thank you.